Hey everyone, QuasaRR here bringing you part 2 of my blind playthrough of the Outer Worlds. In the last episode, Phineas Welles tasked us with Navkey to land on Stellar Bay from Gladys on the Groundbreaker. We want to get to Stellar Bay because Phineas's contacts there can help us get chemicals to revive everybody on the Hope, not just our main hero. In the last episode, Phineas mentioned a disguise apparatus that he made called a holographic shroud. It sounds like a useful item and it should be in the captain's quarters, so that's going to be my first stop. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. I assume this is here so that we can store some of our items and manage our inventory space before we head out on missions. Quite handy. We have Reed's hat as a trophy. I doubt it provides much armor and it's good decoration for our otherwise quite empty cabin, so I'll leave it where it is. Got an interesting looking board game. And we also have a fabulous view out of our quarters. I'm thinking we get our tech skills to the 40-point milestone. We'll unlock the third drug mixing slot for the inhaler. Our tinkering cost goes down by 50%. And we can break down weapons and armor for a 20% chance to extract a basic mod. We also have a perk point to work with. It'll be good to get our survivability up. I have to decide between extra 50% base health or base armor rating. I'm not sure how good the extra 5 armor is, but extra health is going to be good in almost any scenario. Max has a perk available too. He gets 10 extra hack. We're going to be leveling up that naturally, so let's just go with extra health for him. Same thinking as before, that should be good in any scenario. Our first trip in the Unreliable, heading over to the Groundbreaker. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bases require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there.
Breaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we could head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Oh no, we've talked plenty.
Take someone to our...
Oh, so you can actually take 2 companions. In most games you can only ever have 1, so I'm a bit surprised. The more the merrier, I suppose.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
That's not the point. This hat would just knock out one of my work.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great, I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
Everybody has a favor or task for me.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about. There's something weighing on my mind. Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
You know somebody that can read the book?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Sounds good, let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a Navkey to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one Navkey. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Okay, yeah, we don't have anywhere near 10,000 bits. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Tell me the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Say no more. I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outposts, corporate secrets. Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
You also need to free up the unreliable before we can leave, so let's see what we have to do to take care of that. Hopefully that's not going to be a lengthy task.
Go back to Byzantium, you
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Forget Alex, why'd you impound my ship?
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Welles, he tells me he will soon. I impound his ship, he explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Welles. Around and around we go.
Thrilling. Anyway, about my ship.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Welles. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Welles might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Welles anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
So I've already decided I'm going against the board and the corporations that left our hero to die. We'll still need Phineas. Alex never mentioned Phineas Welles.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
We're leaving. Parvati wanted to meet the engineer. Let's figure out where she is before we head back.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Quasar, nice place you've got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Now that my ship's out of impound, I can safely say I'm headed for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junli. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Don't want to make it any more awkward, a nudge should do.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Okay, Parvati, keep it up.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
We'll be on our way. So if you have to return back to the Unreliable and talk to Parvati to progress the companion quest, we can probably talk to that doctor for Wheeler on the way back.
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
BNP, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable.
Are you listening to me, Emperor? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Phineas.
I am not making...
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
She might be important. I'll bear the extra dialogue to find out.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her?
You say that like it's weird.
It's none of my business. I was just curious.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge. A sunflower sweet purpleberry flavored center.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
So, we need to go in there for Max's quest. Oh well, that's pretty lucky to just find it laying out here for us to take. You have found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. I should mark the terminal so I know where I'm headed once I get in there. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Since our hero doesn't have the best dialogue skills, probably best never to get interrogated in the first place.
Great work!
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Alright, I gotta get out of here quick. I feel better about upgrading now that we're out of the restricted area. Time to get my sneak caught up. We get the ability to pickpocket humans while sneaking. Not something that we'll be making much use of, but we do want a high sneak for our sniper build.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
This all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sounds good, let's go. We've already spent quite a lot of time talking and doing the quest on the Groundbreaker. Might as well knock out Ellie's quest, seems like we'll get another companion out of it.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Sugar Gel Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored sour nuggets.
Oh, this is the wrong way. Another cartridge conveniently placed.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last Ratdodon rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She is worried about you, a lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I holed up here to lay low.
What did you do that got you into trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board had someone follow you and now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? How might I assist you?
I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Way I see it, she doesn't have much choice.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to...
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jessie. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
You really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Meet me on my ship. It's docked by the promenade.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Alright, I think we're finally ready to get off of here.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Okay, Felix, consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
We'll see you in the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
We're starting to get a full roster. Already picked up 4 companions.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Talk to you later, Ada.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Alright, back to Terra 2. But we want to go to the Roseway.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Can we talk?
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
What are you suggesting?
Just a little caution. Could be a reason no one's picked up this job yet.
Someone needs help, Ellie, and we're gonna give it to them.
If you say so, I'm keeping a finger on the trigger all the same. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
I'll roll out with my senior crew members here.
Don't they have anybody to greet arrival? For paperwork or ticketing or what all? Captain, something bit them. something with more teeth than is strictly necessary.
Please, clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by fine.
It's stuck on a dead Raptidon.
Should have put up a sign. Don't open. Raptidons inside.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
Can you tell me who's in charge?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
I'm just gonna take a look around.
Oh, before I forget, Anti-Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Looks like we'll be helping them out. Maybe, just maybe, they might like us better than the Spacer's Choice people.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really.
Where were you when the outlaws attacked?
Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work.
You look nervous.
What? I mean, we're surrounded by hungry Raptidons. Who wouldn't be? Am I right? Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean?
We're likely headed that way. Anything we can do?
I've been extracting organic compounds from Raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Seriously? Captain, I believe he's making Enraptured. It's an aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug.
Yeah, I really don't want to know anymore. Cut to the chase.
Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside.
Second lab down the road, and when I get there?
My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here.
Alright, I'll head up there and keep an eye out.
Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
How do you suppose that stuff's used? Do you drink it, or is it like perfume? I'm not interested, just curious. Ugh. If I had to look at those yellow walls all day, I'd make a point to sleep on the roof.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Under control? Not from where I'm standing. What are you hiding?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable.
But why cancel the distress call?
My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
Well, guess you don't need my help.
No, please, hold a moment. Our security forces have proven themselves to be quite worthless. You seem someone not averse to risking your life if the pay were right. Might I interest you in an arrangement of sorts?
I'm listening.
Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me.
If you tell me what you're researching, I'd have a better idea of what's at stake here.
You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Wait, this is all about toothpaste?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Please do.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
Say no more. I'll remove the Cratons and retrieve your research. Want me to deal with the Raptidons too?
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
Who's Jameson?
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
I'll find him.
That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork.
Okay then, I'm off.
If this Jameson is fated to die, it'll be pointless to intervene. Then again, maybe we're fated to save him.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please.
I'm not here to kill you.
Oh, you aren't with the outlaws? Who are you then?
I heard there was a bit of trouble here and thought I'd check it out.
Oh, well, good luck. Now, if you got the carbon in here...
Hello?
Oh, you're still here. If you haven't already, you might speak to Anton. He can point you in the right direction. Now, if you got the carbon in here...
What are you doing there?
What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway.
If you run a wire from your capacitor there, you can bypass that circuit and save a little bit of power.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks. No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me.
Sure, I'll see what I can find.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you?
No.
Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
We have 3 different side quests. We'll probably need to do all 3 to get close to the 10,000 bits we need for that Navkey. Let's start out with the Vulcan's hammer. Should be an easy fight. I don't want to have to sneak past them.
Understood. Who would like to die first? Everyone all right?
You cannot sprint or fast travel while encumbered. Sell, drop, or break down your items in your inventory to reduce your carry weight. Your carry weight is displayed in the top left of the ledger. Time to get our range stats to 50. Earlier I was trying to decide if I should pick up toughness or resilient. It's time to get resilient. I have to break down some weapons. Here we go, we're gonna have some action. Plenty of enemies in here. We might have robots in here, that's a bit annoying. Still don't have a great weapon for them. I do have an electrified melee weapon. That might be the best I can do here.
Here we go.
Damn, there's two in there.
Here we go.
During your adventure, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. So we have robophobia. Automechanicals now give you the villies, and when they're nearby, you're not as effective as you should be. -1 to dexterity, perception, and temperament. Robots seem like they're pretty common enemies, and they've been pretty tough so far. Probably not a good flaw to take. Seems like a pretty big downside.
All this space and this is all they get to sleep in?
It's already time again to break down some more weapon and armor. That did not work out like I expected it to.
I don't even know how you can get a kitchen this dirty with just canned food.
I'm gonna need to clear up my inventory. Might as well sell as much as I can. Not very useful. Finally got a plasma weapon. Now I actually have a good weapon against those robots. The damage on it looks quite good as well.
It's got to be in here. Somewhere in all this disorder and chaos.
Alright, looks like this is going to be our first test of our plasma weapon.
We did
Well, that makes it so much easier. We can finally do some damage with our guns to those robots. I missed that big schematic on the wall. We've got more target practice.
We were destined to prevail.
Man, this weapon is so good. It's nice to finally have a plasma weapon. We're really getting lucky now. That's a hunting rifle and that's the closest thing to a sniper rifle that we have. I'm really glad to see it. To install your mod, first select the item you wish to upgrade and choose what type of mod you wish to install. Scope, armor plating, etc. Finally, pick the mod to install and boom! You upgrade your item. Both weapons and armor can be modified. Mods can't be removed once they are used, so put them on your favorite gear. Let's save some time and fast travel back.
Oh, hello. Why do you seem familiar? Have we met?
Yeah, you asked me to grab your prototype schematics from the storage.
Ah, yes. Very good. And have you done that?
Got them right here.
What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands.
Hold on, force weapons are contraband. Why didn't you turn this in when you found it?
Anton would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been.
Maybe they'd have let you experiment. You could have saved a few lives.
All the more reason I need to keep my discretion discreet. Now, if you wouldn't mind returning them to me.
Guess I have to hand them over.
Now, I'll just attach this here, bit of glue, a little elbow grease. Voila! I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law. Oh, I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
He actually gave us the weapon. That's pretty good DPS. We're starting to get some really good weapons now. Let's knock another one of the quests off our list. Let's do the Amateur Alchemist.
The ventilation shaft runs from the bottom.
I'm excited to try out the hunting rifle. But that robot means I'll have to use my plasma weapon again.
Antibiotics is going up in smoke. Marauders must have hit it.
Oh, that's a big robot up there. That hunting rifle feels awesome.
Nice hit!
Even the big robots don't feel like a challenge with this plasma carbine.
Don't mess with us. Mysterious doors are the funnest sorts of doors.
I always wanted to sneak into a secret lab by crawling through the vents like...
Smells like they got a backup somewheres. Maybe even a fatberg. Oh, nasty.
Those are pretty good upgrades to armor. There are no other doors or entrances. Why did that door say barred?
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Here we go!
We're pretty good at this.
Try me.
Hey! You! Over here!
Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you.
Anton wants a problem fixed. I imagine he means you.
Yes, I imagine he does. But we all have problems. It is the human condition. I am myself ensnared in this wretched place. You want to kill me. I don't want to die. Therefore, it is in my best interest to negotiate with you. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for my life.
We are not friends. If you expect me to help you, I expect you to hand over that research.
You're asking a great deal from me. This research is my only bargaining chip.
You need my help more than I need yours.
You're not wrong. Help me get out of here, and I might be willing to hand over my research. The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Clio security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the rafts for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen.
Alright, I'll help you out.
You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Sit tight.
Take your time. I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
I'm missing out on the fight.
Everyone all right?
Encumbered again. Seems like a frequent problem I'm having. It's hard to loot everything when my character can't really carry much. Max could use that heavy armor since he likes to get up close.
Oh my gosh. This is... Please say we don't gotta walk through that.
I can recalibrate the experiment. We got 2 Raptidon Musk. I wonder if we can give one to Vaughn and one to Gladys.
We are victorious.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Nice hit!
Didn't work. That's the last of them.
You damn turncoat. We saw everything. You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the outlaw leader. I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of here. Nice and slow.
Ease off the trigger. Hear me out.
You got 1 minute. Starting now. Tell your friends there's just 2 ways out of here. A cell or a box.
I don't really have an option here. Alright, so I can't get O'Malley out from that cage. I can kill her for the research. Porter will be happy because I cleared out the marauders. I need a weapon that can reach her in that cage and do decent damage against that armor. We did pick up the grenade launcher earlier. That could be useful right now.
Here we go. Doctor.
Nice hit!
I have to make sure I kill her in a way that I can still loot the body.
Take you with me.
Oh, this is perfect.
You done a job of work. After you cacked their employer, the gun hands started surrendering, or trying to slip out.
Yep.
I'm obliged. We'll take care of the cleanup. Shoot any strays.
So is there a reward for this?
Get down to Roseway and talk to Doc Crane. He'll make sure you get what's yours.
Thanks, I will. Tech first, then I'll get sneak up to 50. I should find some cover before I engage. This should be fun. There are a bunch of them.
Nice hit! That's the last of them.
Any news? On that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing? Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers.
I tuned the experiment for you, so there's a bit more than you expected.
No kidding? You're the best! This is gonna make me so popular. I mean, with the people who buy it, not by using it. Because I'm not.
Of course not.
Take this. You earned it. If you run into me again after all this is over, maybe I'll have more. Pleasure doing business with you.
We lost both the musks. I was hoping we could give one so we could complete all 3 of the scientist side quests and have something for Gladys. At this point, we only have the toothpaste research to give to Gladys, so I shouldn't return back to Anton.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship? We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Rizzo's knock you out ball. A CCN 76.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
I investigated that distress signal from Roseway.
What's that? Speak up now.
About those secrets you asked me to look for?
What'd you turn up?
I found this fancy toothpaste formula. Here you go.
These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose.
No point in telling her what I don't have to turn in. I think that's it.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
I'm certain there's nothing left.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Time to suck it up and hand over those 10,000 bits. I'll buy the Stellar Bay Navkey.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs. Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a Navkey to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Welles?
Put him on screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Just tell me what to do.
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Alright, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
We can get Sneak caught up to 50. There are probably better perks to choose from, but because of how annoying becoming encumbered has been, I have to put it into increasing my carrying capacity. There are some tier 2 perks that look very interesting. They're going to be quite useful for the build. Alright everyone, I know this one was quite a long episode, but I appreciate you guys for making it this far with me. We accomplished a lot in this episode and I'm happy with our progress so far. Our character is finally starting to feel powerful now that we have some better weapons and gear. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. That support from you guys means everything to me. I can't wait to bring you even more content in the future. I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.